Well, hello, NFT.NYC community. Welcome to Times Square, New York, and I am here with Josie Bellini. And we're going to have an amazing conversation together. And so I'm just getting everything ready for the live stream. It's a little janky, everybody, when you do it here mobile. All right, I'm back. And Josie, you look amazing. I love your hat. It's going to be so fun to hear you share your story a little bit. I know it, but please introduce yourself and tell us about CyberBrokers, your new project that the world is loving on right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ian. And I guess to give a little bit of background, it's super exciting to see you right now in New York in Times Square. It's the first place that you and I met years ago, not Times Square, but New York and NFT.NYC. And NFT.NYC is a huge part of my journey in this space as a crypto artist, as a founder of CyberBrokers. So I guess giving a little bit of background there, my name is Josie Bellini. I started creating crypto art in 2017. I had left the world of traditional finance, started investing in cryptocurrencies, got extremely passionate about the ethos and everything behind Bitcoin, was going to every meetup I possibly could in Chicago, started leading a meetup, going to conferences, putting on conferences. I was absorbing as much as I possibly could since the moment I, was entered into this world. And I quickly started finding a space for myself, an identity within this ecosystem, and it became a part of my life really deeply. So I started creating art for initially myself to put on my wall to represent my journey. And that at one point blew up on r/cryptocurrency. People wanted prints of it. I was totally shocked. And I decided I need to continue making art. People want something, they're investing in crypto, they're becoming financially free, they're believing in all of these things, and they want something to represent their journey. They want something tangible and beautiful besides just investing in these assets. So I began creating artwork, showing at conferences, calling conferences, asking if I could set up a small table with artwork. It doesn't even matter if I'm in a corner or a closet, just to be able to connect with people and show them my work. And it was really on before there was much going on in the space in terms of like this creative aspect. Obviously, icons like Crypto Graffiti and Coin Artists were here, and they were, I really looked up to them, and they became mentors and friends later on. But it was such an interesting time for sure. And a couple years of going to these conferences, NFT.NYC came about in February 2019. I was so excited about it. I was, since CryptoKitties came out, I was breeding CryptoKitties. Yep, I was doing all the NFT jazz that I could, and I knew that it made sense for art. All of these platforms were brand new, and I decided I need to be in New York at NFT.NYC. Called the lovely folks over there and asked if I could display work, and they said, "Yeah, of course," welcomed me with open arms. And I displayed my art there. And that conference was, I go to a lot of fun conferences, but was one of the most important for sure. I met a character and friend named Jin, who introduced me to crypto voxels when it was still black and white. I met Renee. I met all of these folks that were building within this idea of the metaverse. And we're really exploring NFTs and digital ownership in a different way that hadn't been done before. And Jin especially just totally blew my mind with what he was doing, how he was living in the metaverse, how he was building it. And I quickly, we became friends, and after NFT.NYC, I had like a regular cadence that I would chat with all of the folks that I met to absorb as much as I possibly could. And that was a really, really important part of my journey. It made me obsessed with what we now know as the metaverse. And I wanted to take all of these things, the metaverse, the crypto ecosystem, the love for art, and combine them into a project that meant a lot to me, and combine it in a way that was really thoughtful and everlasting as much as we possibly could. So we started CyberBrokers about 2 years ago. Our initial core team was myself, another collaborating artist, Ozma, Ben Hydorn, the technical lead behind everything. And then we also had Memnock, Chris Chapman come in as well to build out the universe and the lore. And we started building this world of CyberBrokers, 2 years ago, before there were PFPs or any of these projects out there. And it was a slow roll, but we wanted to do it right. So we launched a 10,001 collection back in March. We stored every single asset, every trait, every layer, all 100% on the Ethereum blockchain. So it was made in SVGs, which converts to code, and the code is all stored directly in the contract. So the way that that's a bit different is NFTs are typically stored on IPFS or, a server like this. And if that goes down, your art could be compromised. Our art is literally written in code on Ethereum. So anyone could go to the code and recreate the art. The art is composable, and you can right click and save and move the SVG layers around, undress, redress, customize your CyberBrokers. And our collection at minimum will live as long as Ethereum lives and as long as anyone could ever access Ethereum code. It's written there in permanence. So we've built, we've done everything with intention. We're building out a massive universe that our community has already started to see. Started with CyberBrokers. We also have a ton of really beautiful lore built around everything, chapters, monthly community quests. We're building mechs right now with our community. We have so much going on, and we are really passionate about bringing the space together as a whole, allowing others to come into our universe that maybe don't own a CyberBroker or can't afford one, but want to be a part of our universe. We welcome and love that, and have invited non-holders to be a part of quests, and have actually, it's been a really amazing turnout. But we have a lot of things we're building and working on. We're super excited. We'll be in New York next week. We have an event on Monday, and we're doing some fun things there. So we're super excited to be in New York and see everyone and meet all of our CyberBrokers in person.
Well, I'm so glad I've been around for the journey. Of course, I got to meet you at our first event. And I remember at Consensus, they didn't get you in a closet in May 2019 in New York. They made, you were like the featured artist. I remember thinking, I wonder what Josie's gonna do. Like, everybody loves your art. They love you as a person. You're so likable and kind and engaging. You like to collaborate. I wonder what's gonna come of all this. And then hearing kind of whispers of CyberBrokers that jump into the community. Can you talk a bit about the experience for you, Chris, Ben, and the other artists, seeing how the quests have gone and seeing how the conversation around CyberBrokers is having fun together, doing this game together, and what's going to be? And what I don't see is conversations about the floor or conversations about the market. It's not toxic, it's not critical, it's optimistic and hopeful. So what is that like as part of the team? To see that is the output that your team was able to foster by taking time to do things the way that you felt was the right way. I just would love to hear some insights in terms of your just thoughts on like what's happening.
Yeah. And sorry, you're cutting off a little bit at the end, but I think I got your full question. Yes, I think we are really, really lucky that our team has been around the block a little bit, right? And like Chris has been creating and investing in the space since practically I was in elementary school. I'm joking, but he's been around for a really long time. He's a game developer. He's been in Bitcoin since early days of Bitcoin. Ben, I met in back in 2018 in Paris, but he's also been in crypto for a really long time. We've all been in the space, and we came in the space for something that was different than what it is today. We didn't come in this space for launching some crazy, really expensive project and making a lot of money. We came in the space when nobody cared about NFT, crypto in general, and then nobody cared about NFTs. It was just a really small niche of folks that were really having fun together, and were just a community that was very different than the landscape today. Not saying the landscape today is bad by any means. It's grown a lot, and that means that the people in it will change and expand, which is absolutely amazing. But we came at a different time. We built through bear markets before. We're here for reasons because we are obsessed and passionate and are determined to build out the metaverse in the right way, in the way that we see fit, and build out this space, be leaders in it and innovators in it, in everything that we do. And we've have our own separate track records of doing that. And then to be able to come together and do it for this was just like so freaking exciting, to get those two folks to say yes, get Ozma to say yes, like get everyone to say yes and like work together on this was unreal. But we're here, we play long-term games with long-term people, right? So we are here, we're not worried about a floor. Obviously there's things that you have to do in market conditions like this that you have to prepare in order to run a company through that, which we're really thankful that we've been able to do. So we have things that we have to be cautious of, but it's not top of mind about right now what a floor would be. We're looking at our project and our company years and years and years out. So something like this is something that is, okay, put your head down and build through. And I think our community has really seen that. They've seen us consistently put out things monthly, weekly, and we are actually have a community fund where we're funding community projects. We're doing all of these sorts of things to like foster the relationship within our community and just the attitude. And people are really, CyberBrokers are really excited and really passionate about what they hold, and I think understand the value of how we are doing things, and what our intentions are, I guess. So it's super exciting to see all of that translated well. And I can't even tell you how excited I am to have this moment of just build through this bear and see, there's going to be a lot of people that go, there's going to be people that stay, and see what the space turns out. Because as you know, and you've been through one of these before, it'll disperse a little, which isn't always a bad thing. Actually, it could be a great thing. So we're excited about the space, the time, and I think our community is too, and is along for the ride.
Well, before we wrap up, I'd love for you to share about the super exclusive invite-only event happening here in New York on Monday, June 20th. I think everybody's looking forward to dress up in costumes that are coming. So tell us a bit about that, and then maybe folks that have not jumped in and been part of the quest, maybe invite them. What do they do? What's the step do they need to jump into Discord or Twitter? Like, give a little direction to people that'd like to get involved, please.
Sure. So New York will be there. We have our party, which we open up to our community for invites on Monday the 20th. And we are so excited to see you guys all in person and in cosplay. Obviously, you can dress up as any NFT you like. It's not only CyberBrokers. If you want to dress up as a kitty, anything, you can dress up as that. And we're excited to see NFTs come to life and share this with everyone. We have Matt Medev as a DJ, which will also be kind of fun. But we are beyond stoked for the party. We also have, if you guys aren't going to the party, can't make it for some reason, this is a co-hosted event with Nifty Gateway, and they will have the venue open on the 21st and 22nd for some hours that are public that you guys can come and just walk through. We'll be sharing that on our Twitter daily updates about if you'd like to go do that. We will have some fun quest things going on in and around this time while we're at New York. And if you have not already gotten involved in any of the quests or in the community in general, we welcome anyone and everyone. Jump in our Discord. You're going to immediately be able to talk to our folks in our community there. Our Twitter, we're constantly engaging and having our community actually leads different spaces that you can go sit in and listen and ask questions. So our Twitter, our Discord, and our newsletter are going to be the three big ways that you can learn how to participate in all the things we're doing.
Well, you have always been my favorite crypto artist, and I'm so thankful for who you are, what you bring, and the way that you collaborate. It's just a joy. I feel that I should have, but it's shared amongst the people that are part of CyberBrokers, and it'd be fun to be with everybody at once here in New York City. So it's less than a week, and I look forward to seeing you here in Times Square very, very soon, and have a wonderful week as you lead up to the big show.
Thank you so much, Ian. I'll see you in just a few days.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.